All right, step 3. I have this little card here, which really kind of is just for me one of those perfect reminders, I guess. And so if you want one, you can download it from my website. But number 3 is reconcile. So we've taken some time to we've realized that we feel not okay or tired or sad or angry or all of them. We reflected on trying to figure out where it's connected to in our lives, where the thoughts are coming, and then we tried to a little bit correct the thoughts. The reconcile step is a bigger step. It is really that next step. I suggested in step 1 that you read boundaries or begin some boundaries work. This might be where that comes into effect. So now we've realized we're not doing so hot, and we have real things to grieve and real things, righteous anger about. And we are reflecting on the fact that we are left unsettled and tired and worn out and hurt. And so now reconciling means, what do we do about it? Is there a step we can take? And there always is. Sometimes I tell myself, it's just the way it is. There's nothing I can do about it. I have 3 kids. I have a husband. I have a mortgage payment. I have a car payment. Whatever those messages are, I have to do this. And it's yes and ... Yes, and we don't have to live miserably. So what's a step we can take to liberate ourselves from some of the overwhelming, crushing responsibility? What's a small step we can take? And I want to give you some examples of small steps. So a small step could be taking a 10-minute walk. A small step could be going to bed 30 minutes early. A small step could be eating 1 less piece of sugar. Things that help, because we think that's just for our body, but it's actually also for our mind and our spirit as well. So what's something you can reconcile? And how can you carve out a little bit of time for you and to just pour back into yourself a little bit? So here's an example for me. I was really, really struggling with exercise. I've hit that 50 mark and life is harder. It's harder to keep the pounds off. It's harder for the clothes to fit. And when I'm stressed, my cortisol levels go crazy and I just hold weight. And so I was like, what can I do about that? Frankly, I don't have 2 hours a day to go to the gym, and I don't even have the extra 15 minutes it takes me to get to the Chippewa Falls YMCA. So I've got to do something within my schedule that doesn't add a burden, but that I can be consistent with. And so January 2nd, 3rd, somewhere around there, I started a 30-day yoga challenge. I'm doing it online, YouTube, in my own house. I do get up at 5:30, which I have to tell you that I do not like. I'm not a 5:30 person. But I realized that at 7 o'clock at night, I just wasn't doing the exercise and I needed to. So one of my reconciliation steps was to commit to 30 days of yoga. You need to know something. My schedule is crazy. There has been some times that I was out of town, times when I intended to do the yoga video in my hotel room. It didn't get done. I either doubled it up when I got back or decided I'm just going to give myself some grace and mercy, skip it, and I'm going to catch up. And when I finished those 30 days, that commitment to myself, I started another 30 days. And that's how we have to do it, step by step by step. Realizing, reflecting, reconciling. What's something that fits into our life that we can do? All right, that's my tip for today. And again, I want to start somewhere. It doesn't have to be 2 hours a week. 2 hours a day, Arnold Schwarzenegger style exercise. It can be very simple, very small, and we need to feel like we're accomplishing it. So the smaller it is, incrementally, if we do it consistently, we can be like, for 7 days, I walked 10 minutes. And I just want to say for all you Chippewa Fallians, this has been a really mild winter, but in other winters, 10 minutes of walking outside, that's a feat by itself. It's really cold and hard to do. So give yourself credit for what you're accomplishing and track it, because it does give you a sense of, oh my gosh, I did it. I accomplished it. And then you want to set a bigger goal or a more involved goal. So there you go. Day 3, step 3, reconcile.